Thank you for coming back to Polka Dot Mailbox, and if you're new, welcome. Today's deal of the week is an Echo Park Happy Birthday collection. So I'm going to run through all of the papers and stickers and ephemera that comes with this kit. This first one is Happy Birthday 3x4 journaling cards. And they have some fun sayings and perfect for that boy or man in your life. I find it really tricky to make cards for boys because all of the products I have are very girl themed colors and flowers, and it's nice to have something for all the boys in our life. The more candles, the bigger the wish. So these are the cut aparts with the 4x6 journaling cards. Here's the 4x4 journaling cards. Party like a llama, time to celebrate, happy birthday to you from me. So all about the birthdays. This is a candle border strip page, and you've got all these gorgeous borders if you want to make a scrapbooking page. I could see Fussy cutting out to these banners there, or even just adding a little stitching across the top and making a banner there. You can do the same thing, add a stitching across here. Cut that off, cut that out, add a stitching across. That'd be a neat embellishment. Oh, the element stickers are in the middle here. So we've got some really fun colors and some nice sayings. All wonderful birthday supplies. Okay, this one is Star of the Show with a polka dot on the back and a star on the other side. Gifts galore, that's stripe. And the presents. Birthday cake, some more smaller subtle stars in green, and that full patterned cupcake page. Birthday hats, nice neutral back, and then a very busy party hat on the other side. Really nice plaid, and then a confetti explosion. Party fun. Subtle blue scallops with really bright and piñatas and balloons, birthday cakes. Rad plaid. You can see the pattern there. It's like a dash and 2 dots, and then this beautiful plaid paper. And then smaller stars still. Age is just a number, and all the different numbers on the other side. Also included in this Polka Dot Mailbox Deal of the Week bundle is the ephemera die cut cardstock pieces. You get 33 of those in that package. And then the frames and tags, you also get another 33 pieces. And these are going to be great for making cards. Really nice for layering, and I really enjoy working with ephemera. So the thing I'm going to show you today is a tutorial on how to make rosettes. So for making rosettes, all we need is a scoring and cutting tool, bone folder. I'm going to use some punches. I'm going to try changing up the edges. A circle punch and my glue gun. Everything you need. Very simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the paper for the background. And I was thinking of a blue. That orange is nice. I'm going to go with this blue. Let's start with this one. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut at 1 inch and a quarter. Right there. It's lined up perfectly. There we go. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the edging. So you can use a variety of punches that you have that are like these border edges. This one actually turns out really, really pretty. Other than making a huge mess of confetti on my work table, it is a really nice finishing product. So the main thing you have to do is make sure that everything is lined up on each punch and that it's flat across the bottom. And you can just go through and detach that last hanging piece there. And you could do this either way. You could, if you wanted to have the piece punched before you trim it, and then have it set to the size based on allowing for some of that cutoff space, or you can go ahead and just punch it after you've cut the piece the size that you had wanted. So here I'm just edging every 1/4 of an inch along with my bone folder in each score line at 1/4. So basically I would go 1, do the line, skip 1, and then 1 over. So it's just like skip 1, go down, skip 1, go down. Or you can actually watch and go by the numbers and just do the quarters. So then you just simply do an accordion fold and you squeeze them together, and you can see that first piece is a little bit longer. The next time I would line it up a little different, but this time I'm just going to cut it off at the edge, and then it just folds really simply into place, and you're just going to squeeze it together at the end, and then when you pull it out, it's going to have this beautiful scored line. And I've used something like this in a project just as it is, as a line. Anyway, you're going to put together your end pieces. So I cut off that one that was too big, and I trimmed down this one to be the same size. You want the mountain and the valley to go together so that they actually stay in unison. I use my glue gun here to glue the two edges together. And then the tricky part of the whole thing is to now put those. See, this is the part where it's tricky. It's like, oh, how do you get this to do just right? But basically you want it to be as if there's no, so this is like the wrong way to do it. It turned out fine, but to have them flat against each other is not the ideal. You want them to go with the peak and the valley together as if it was a uniform piece. And it really doesn't show in the end. It is all put together here. I have a punched 1-inch circle that I glue in place over top. You can do this either way. You can glue it on the rosette and then add the circle, or you can put the glue on the circle and add it to the rosette. I've tried it both ways, and there's the finished product. So I'm going to do it in a second pattern of paper because this looked really cute. I could see using either side. And this time I'm going to get the fold proper, because you can see that little piece there that's not quite lined up just exactly so. So this time I'm using the confetti paper on one side, the green and cream plaid stripe on the other, and I'm just going through, and you have to be careful not to push too hard because you can rip the paper, but you have to push hard enough that you get that nice crease in there. It's not very hard of a technique to master. You just go through one by one, and then that will, you can see the one page there is sort of curling up on the end. But anyways, and that last piece is really hard to get straight down because it wants to move on you. But the accordion fold goes together really quickly, and you can see I'll like fold maybe 5 or 6 into place, and then I'll give it a little squeeze, and just sort of to reinforce those edges, and they're actually staying pretty good on their own, and that goes together really quick. So, and then this one I've done properly because I've attached it now, and you can see the difference. So here you don't want to attach it like that. You want to attach it, so you're going to cut off that one edge so that you can get the peak and valley to match as if there's no break at all. And there you can see what I mean. That's the perfect lining up. So you put the glue on the top of this one here, and then you bring that other one and slide it into place. I wipe away the glue, And there, now you can see the peak and valley are lined up perfectly, and that's the trickiest part for me of getting these to go together. And then you just simply put it down on a flat surface and fold it into itself, and it pretty much pops into place. And sometimes it's tricky to get it to sort of stay in place. It's nice to have like two pair of hands. If you were doing this, it'd be nice to have one person holding it and one person gluing it. But you just squeeze it together. And even here, I'm going to squeeze it together further, even though I've got the one side glued already. I like both ways on how this turned out as well. That's really pretty on both sides. And so I'm going to make a number of those so that I can create some cards. And you're going to see another video. Here's another punch that I did. I'll show you this punch that I used there. I'm going to do another video making cards with all these rosettes. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.